to part 5 of the epic dome build. Let me recap the story so far. We started off by marking out exactly where we wanted the 2 mini domes, and we had to move one of the mini domes out of the way so we could then build the big 8 metre. So we built the base for that one, then got all the sewage in and the eco-ply on for the actual base. It was time to build the main framework of the dome, so we built that and then we got the cover over the top, which was no mean feat. We put back up the 2 mini domes and then started on the outdoor kitchen build. We decked the whole thing, managed to build a framework for the outside and get the roof on just about. Then we started on the interior, so we got the insulation in and then built this epic bedroom and bathroom box. And that's where we are so far. First of all, let me update you with what's been happening inside the dome. Basically, we haven't been involved. Lee's been building the whole thing. I just bought him a slide and told him to fit it, basically. So this is what's happened so far. He's managed to get the staircase in and the slide in. He's fitted the hanging door. Also, all the electrics are in now. It's gonna be really dark in here, it's like a cave. But we've got electrics ready for lights either side of the bed, and like USB ports and a light up there. So this has all been done. Let me take you up the staircase. Oh. So we've got the lights ready to go. And then this has all been railinged out, ready for single beds to be up here. So we had this kind of jutty out bit. We weren't sure how to do the railings, but Lee's made this like den cubby hole. We're not sure what we're going to use for it yet. I think it'd be quite nice to make a little den, but haven't figured it out yet. We need to still fit the insulation here, but now that the slide's in, I'm not sure how we're going to get the scaffold tower up to get this last piece of insulation in. So we'll have to make a plan with that. So we couldn't utilise the whole of the box because we didn't want to keep the handrail too low, because obviously we just don't want anyone to fall off the box. So I think we'll definitely get 2 single beds in here, and we might just be able to have a little futon extra pull out, but we have got a sofa bed in the mini dome as well. Is it safe for me to go down the slide, Brian?
Should be.
Okay.
You're going to take the viewers down the slide?
Yeah, I'm going to take you down the slide. Okay, I'm going to take one for the team. Oh! It is quite fast. Anyway, continue with the tour. So in this dome, we've gone for an opening window. So we need to put the porthole window in there, which we haven't done yet. Then round here, we've got the bathroom. I'm not sure there's been a huge amount of progress in here, apart from we've got this funky stone sink, toilet sort of in, we're like making a sink thing there. Shower's gonna go here. I've bought the tiles, so they'll go on this week hopefully. And then I kind of need your help round here. So we've kind of kept this to make a little kid's den, to make something here, but we just don't know quite what to do. I kind of like the idea of having a climbing wall, or like very low climbing, what do you call them, like climbing holds, and some mats down. However, my worry is, will kids just use it to climb up onto there? And I think it's just too dangerous, unfortunately. So if you've got any ideas for me as to what to do with this area back here, I'm sure we can make it into some kind of cool den. You can walk all the way around. So round here is going to be what I would call the hallway, in that we're going to have places to hang your coats, shoes, luggage, that sort of thing, just to try and keep it nice and tidy. So that's what's happened so far in the main dome. Mini dome full of solar panels. Don't you see that? There's a sofa bed in there as well. We've got the electrics ready to go in the other mini dome as well, but otherwise that hasn't changed. We've been trying to clad in this, but I've run out of wood again. But Rich has been and done all the solar now. So we went with a company called Portable Power Technology to do all our solar. So it is a pretty hefty battery. That is one massive 2 kilowatt battery. And there's charge controllers, and Rich has put a fuse box in. So this bit is going to get sectioned off here and a door put in that will stay locked for the solar stuff. And then the kitchen, once we clad it in, will all be here. Again, unsure. Should the bath go inside under cover or should the bath go out here? I was thinking out here mainly because that's where the plumbing is all going to be, but I am open to suggestions. I just don't want to make the kitchen too small because we need to fit a fridge and a sink and whatnot in this area here. So that's the tour so far. Our next job is to dig all these cables in so that Brian can actually get the mower up here. So I think we've left it a bit late given that it's all been so sunny, the ground's been really hard. So now we are going to continue with trying to get this dome finished. We've literally got 3 weeks till our first guests come in, so it is all hands on deck. Let's get going. So at the moment Lee is building a box for underneath the slide because it's a little bit too high because I couldn't get one that was exactly the right height. Our big problem is the handrail. So it's the stiffest, horriblest thing ever. And so we've had to buy a heat gun, try and heat it up to sort of melt it so it goes in the right direction. How do you know what you're doing?
I don't have a clue. At the moment I'm just trying to heat it up.
So we've got 2 heat guns on it, attempting to just melt it round. Today we are embarking on the painting. So I've bought black paint to do all the handrails. So we're going to try and blitz all the handrails and then green for the box, which we will do another day because I don't think we'll get that far. But if we can get a lot of the handrails done, that would be amazing. Today Hazel and I are starting on the painting, so I bought Prussian green, which I'm hoping is the same colour as the insulation, but I don't know if it is. It will do the trick. Lee's on the tiling in the bathroom in the cavernous cave. I'll do a little video for him in a minute. And yes, we're going to get the first colour on the walls, see what you think. Hold! I told you I was messy.
It's okay, you just saved it.
It's fine, it's fine. I think that's a pretty good match actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like it. So we've just finished the first coat of paint. Whether or not we have a second coat, I don't know. It's dried a lot lighter than I was hoping, so it's not quite the same colour as the insulation, but so we'll just see once it's all dry what it looks like. Hazel's been doing all the black. We were basically umming and ahhing. Do we continue the black or do we do green like we've done there, but we're thinking it needs to be black, so that's why we've stopped.
Maximum efficiency.
Well, yeah, we're on a deadline here, Hazel. I've got to try and get it done as quick as possible. And if that means using 2 rollers, that's what it takes. Let's have a look at Lee's progress in the bathroom. Oh, apart from that, it's pitch black in here. There we go, okay, right. So these are my tiles, a little bit of jungle theme going on. I think all the painting is pretty much done on the outside of the box. It was a right faff trying to do all these little bits black, and then I'd paint over the green, and then I'd paint over the green when I went into the black, and anyway. So I've done all around the back here as well. It's all green, it's just drying. So Lee has finished the tiling, which you can't even see because it's so cavernous in here. So I need to paint this all white inside, I think. Then the decision comes of what to do about the bedroom. So I wanted to put panelling around the bottom, but it was so expensive, so I was trying to do a hack. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I've bought this leafy wallpaper, so it's whether I do the whole back wall wallpaper and then the rest are colour, or whether I do my panelling and the wallpaper on the top, but I've got no idea. That is up for discussion. I made the executive decision to paint the ceiling green. Then I'm going to wallpaper the top half, panel the bottom half, but I'm using MDF strips that I've cut myself from one sheet of MDF to make it much more affordable. So the wallpapering is finished. It's terrible, but hopefully nobody will mind. If you come to stay, please just compliment me on how amazing my wallpapering skills are. Anyway, so now I'm just getting in this paneling piece that I cut out of MDF. So I've got my spirit level on it, so that is good there, apart from that dodgy bit of wallpaper. And I'm just going to carry on all the way around. I've now got my rail all the way around. I was going to do paneling down, but I can't work out the spacing, and to be honest, I think I'm just going to paint it and see what it looks like, and then maybe panel it later. Time is not on my side. We've literally got a week till guests are here, so I need to crack on. So I'm gonna get it painted and see what that looks like. Okay, I think I'm happy to leave it like that. So now I just need to get the furniture in. My next job is to have a major tidy up in here. There's just so much stuff that we don't need, just doesn't need to be in here right now. So once I can tidy all this up, I can start to like clean the floor and kind of get an idea, maybe get the curtains in and the insulation panel that goes at the bottom in, and then it'll start to feel more like a usable space. We've come back up to the dome to try and finish off the bedroom. Rich has been and done all the lights now. So they're in, although we have no power yet, so we're just using the battery powered lamp to try and build this bed in here. So we've got flat pack furniture that needs building. The kids are here just going round and round down the slide. And yeah, we're trying to get the furniture done in the darkness. I was hoping to use an offcut of carpet that I had for our upstairs mezzanine level, but unfortunately it just wasn't big enough. So we decided to paint the floor black so that then we could put a rug in it and it would all kind of tie in nicely. So that's what we've done, and then we needed to get the furniture upstairs. Oh God, what are you doing? Right, now you got it?
Yeah. Now I'm going to try and do it on the other side.
Okay. That's rolled up in the...
If we lie them both out, we can see where exactly. I'm being helpful.
Okay.
Round two.
Oh, it's so satisfying. It's like magic. So that's it for this week's episode. I'm hoping by next week we'll have loads more finished and it will almost be done, but it just feels like there is tons to do still, and I'm still hoping I can get my friend to come and stay on Wednesday, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up with the updates on this crazy dome build, and we will see you on the next video.